Call the meeting to order and ask for roll call.
Blunier.
Here.
Leach.
Here.
Lehman. Menold.
Here.
Newman.
Here.
Parrott.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Will you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There are no public hearings tonight or presentations or special reports. Is there any public comment? Anybody like to make a comment?
Good evening, everyone. Leanne Brown with the Morton Economic Development Council. And just a quick update, we last week launched the Morton Mentor Program. This is a partnership with the business community leaders with the Morton High School and matching up students with mentors of their industry career of interest and to help them walk through their career pathway opportunities. We launched the program with 35 mentors and 39 students, and it was just an impressive kickoff at the high school. A wide array of mentors that are dedicating their time to our future workforce, and a great elite group of students that took advantage of that opportunity. So just want to say thanks in partnership to District 709 and certainly all the mentors for their time in helping our future workforce walk through their career pathway opportunities. So that's it.
Thank you. Anyone else? If not, the consent agenda tonight is approval of the minutes from the regular meeting October 21st, 2019, and the approval of the bills. If we could have a motion.
So moved. Second.
Any comments? Call the roll.
Blunier.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Menold.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I have nothing tonight. Village clerk,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
village administrator.
I have 3 items tonight, Your Honor. The first of which is ordinance 20-17, which is an ordinance for the levy and assessment of taxes for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2019 and ending April 30th, 2020.
If I could have a motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Want any other explanation?
Just a brief, it's an increase of about $52,000 over last year's levy, which is about 2.3%. Our assessed value increased over $1.5 million for the current year. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to.
Any questions?
I guess
Call.
I could tell you the total of the levy is $2,248,000.
Call the roll.
Leach.
Yes.
Menold.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion passes.
The next item tonight is our renewal of our property liability, workman's compensation, and cyber liability insurance beginning for the period of December 1st, 2019 through December 1st, 2020. In your packet, you will see a comparison that was prepared. Overall, the premium increased $7,553. The total this year for all those coverages is $380,652.
Do we have a motion?
I so moved. Second.
Any questions, comments?
Just kind of looks pretty favorable.
Yes, it was. We had a very good work comp, and that can be accredited to our supervisors and our employees being diligent about taking care of themselves. So our experience rate is very good.
All right, call the roll.
Menold.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And the last item I have tonight is our renewal of our health and dental coverage for the calendar year 2020. Unlike our insurance for all of their other coverages, this wasn't quite as good of a picture. I guess I'll let you make a motion.
Do we have a
first.
motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Go ahead, if you would.
As I informed the board in my email, we have had kind of a bad year. As you know, we're self-insured. We insure every insured over $55,000. We have a stop-loss coverage that will kick in. We've had 7 individuals this year who have hit that $55,000, and I am predicting, by the looks of things, our stop-loss carrier is going to pay out of at least $1.5 million this year on premiums of $340,000 is what we paid. So they are asking for an increase of almost $60,000. Our stop-loss premium will go up to almost $500,000 for next year. The broker has reached out to all the other stop-loss carriers that they were aware of, all of which declined to even give us a quote. So basically, we're pretty much stuck with the stop-loss carrier we've had, which they have been great. And, you know, they have to make up some of this. I assume the premium will stay high for 2 or 3 years, trying for them to recoup some of what they spent in the current year. Just one of those flukes that it seemed like everything happened this year. There's only a couple of issues that I think might carry over into the next year. They do have the ability to put what they call a laser, which is a higher stop-loss break on an insured if they think that their claims are going to continue to stay high. We have 2 individuals that we have that every year who have chronic conditions, but they did not put any stop-loss increases on any of the other insureds that have had the high claims this year. So I was pleased to see that. So hopefully next year things will go the other direction. I am suggesting that we stay with the current $55,000 limit. If you look at the spreadsheet there, you will actually see at the summary of costs down at the bottom, if we increase the limit, the costs actually go up because we have several people that get close to that $55,000. So if you increase it to $65,000, you're looking at paying more out of pocket is what they project. So in the bolded section there, they're projecting a total claims cost of $2.4 million, including the fixed cost for the stop-loss carrier and the administration cost. So past years, they've always ran about 20 to 25% high on their projection. This year, they're running right about what they projected. So hopefully, this coming year will be 20 to 25% lower than that $2.4 million number. So,
What's this to do budgets?
I budgeted for a slight increase, and hopefully, since it will only be 4 months, the last 4 months of the fiscal year, then we'll be able to kick in for the next May through December on the next budget. So hopefully, we'll be all right as far as budgets go. But I had seen the writing on the wall when I did the appropriation, so I had increased it slightly for that. So.
Any other questions? Call the roll.
Mennel.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Okay, Chief of Police.
Just one thing for information tonight. I was approached by officers of our department this year. They want to participate in a no-shave November. They've not done this in the past. They spoke to me. They targeted a goal of an amount to donate to some charitable organizations. They've exceeded that amount. So you'll see some of the officers with some facial growth over the next few months. They'll be going through the month of February on this. They selected 4 different charitable organizations that directly affect a member of the department. Those organizations are the autism spectrum, Down syndrome, Dravet syndrome, and multiple sclerosis. So I wanted to let the board aware of that.
Appreciate that.
What was the third one?
Dravet syndrome.
Thank you.
All right, Corporation Counsel,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Director of Fire Emergency Services,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
and Director of Public Works.
Several items tonight, Your Honor. First in front of you is item A. This is Resolution 23-20. It's a resolution adopting TriCounty multi-jurisdictional natural hazard mitigation plan.
Make a motion approval.
Second.
Want to
Just-
go ahead and
Yeah, just a
explain it?
brief summary. They had contacted Julie to get this on the board. I had worked on it. Myself and Jamie Bullard previously were asked to be a part of this. But in summary, this is a plan, a FEMA-approved plan that needs done in order to receive future federal mitigation funding for natural disasters, stuff like that. So I sent you guys an email today, even just giving me a little more summary, and I put some of our projects on there. I mean, unfortunately, it's probably public works driven, mostly flooding. I think in the future, having Chief Hilliard and Chief Kelly involved, at least in some capacity, might help in the future for other types of disasters. But anyway, it was done in '04 by TriCounty, updated in 2010. They started August of 17 this year, and probably had 4 or 5 meetings. So that's what this is. I don't know if anything will come to fruition, but in order to get funding, you'd have to have something on the list.
So is there an approved plan?
This is the approved plan. Well, this is our portion, but there is a plan, and I gave that on the email I sent you, kind of the website. If you go to the website, it's very informative. It's Tri-County website. Actually, if you search hazard mitigation Tri-County, you'll come right to it. There's a lot of information out there if you want to look at that. But all the counties, most of the municipalities are involved with it.
Any other comments or questions for Craig? Call the roll.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Next item is item B, just another update on the 2019 fall yard waste disposal program. Had some good weather here in the last few days, so things have picked up, and this runs through Sunday, December 8th. It's 8 to 5 daily, and will be closed over Thanksgiving, the Thursday and Friday.
And this year, you're open on Monday and Tuesdays, right?
Yes, yes. All
I was-
week, 8 to 5.
Right, so I was speaking to one of the gentlemen out there, and he thought it might be hard to extend this year.
Yeah. Well, we
So-
already extended it with the December 8th, so that's about the extent.
Right, so I think the citizens need to know they need to get it by December 8th. It's going to be hard pressed to extend it when we're working the whole week. where
And
other
don't wait
years-
till the last weekend when it's terrible weather.
Right,
That's
right.
usually what
That's-
happens, so.
We need to be at it.
I should say at the end's December 1st, and then we say, okay, it's open here. Don't wait to the end.
Right, because the likelihood of extension won't be this year.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
All right, zoning and code enforcement officer Brad.
I have 2 items tonight, Your Honor. Item A is ordinance 20-14, an ordinance making amendments regarding residential driveways to Chapter 4 of Title 10 of the Morton Municipal Code.
Is that a motion? So moved.
Second.
Go ahead, Brad, why don't you explain a little bit?
So myself and Director Loudermilk and staff, we put together what we feel is, in your packet, you'll see there's some details of what we'd like to put in our subdivision construction detail book. And it's a nice kind of map that we can show people if they come in to, they want to extend their driveways, widen their driveways, what they can and can't do. It's just a nice detailed plan. It kind of clears things up from what we previously had.
So these details are totally new and weren't in the construction standards prior.
There was no real pick. We had a standard driveway detail in the subdivision, but it was mainly the approach. The rest of it was verbiage. So like I said, working with Brad and Roger and Pat, staff, this is kind of what we came up with. The Plan Commission had multiple meetings too.
Yes,
So we
the
did
Plan
listen to
Commission,
that.
2 meetings, so this was approved by the Plan Commission, and their input was also used for this as well.
So we revised some things based on the first meeting, just trying trying to come up with something that works. I mean, it's a combination of trying to allow cars to get off the street, but also not being an undue burden to your neighbor or whatever. And really just trying to clean it up. When somebody comes in, that we can speak the same language looking at this thing. It's been tough on some of it. So,
Looks like it'd be very user-friendly for the individual as well as the contractor.
yeah.
Here's what you can and can't do. You got something to compare it to.
We're trying to get these in the hands of contractors when they come in, get them in their hands, give them the sheet. It's a lot easier to look at a sheet like this than a bunch of verbiage.
So
The
when
actual person
somebody
doing the
comes
work.
in for a driveway permit, they're gonna get a copy of this?
We get a lot of people come in just asking what they can do. And then when you tell them, when you pull it out and it's just verbiage, some people just, it's hard to wrap your head around it sometimes. But if you've got a clear picture, then it just makes it clear for everybody. It's
But
easier.
also when you hand the permits out
Yes.
for the driveway, you're gonna
Yes,
hand
yes,
these with them?
absolutely.
A lot of people like to, I mean, unfortunately, circumvent. I mean, when there's verbiage, they like to outsmart the verbiage. So there was part of that too, like, let's just put this on a sheet that we can, both understand. That's not towards you, Chris. So he just did a driveway, so. Chris could outsmart me, I guarantee that. But
Well, thanks for doing it right, Chris. So, any other questions or comments? Call the roll.
Parrot.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Second item is item B. It's a final plat for the Morton Village Center Extended Number 3.
Got a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Anything you need to explain on it?
Well, this is, so Joseph only needed a certain amount of that parcel to put the OSF ergo on. So they split that parcel, created 2 parcels. Now I think it gives an opportunity for someone else, another business, to come in for that other parcel to develop. So this was a favorable recommendation by the Planning Commission as well.
this is the main reason Chris is here. So if anyone has any questions, we worked with Chris at the beginning on this.
Okay. Any questions, comments? If not, call the roll.
Blunier.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Village trustees, does anyone have anything tonight? Then we'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second. Guess you guys want to stay here longer.
Got a second?
Yeah, I second it.
Oh, I'm sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.